Who am I? An age-old question that a lot of people struggled with in the past, but thankfully, now we can just take an online test and it'll tell you exactly who you are. This was suggested by a couple of you guys. You wanted me to take the 16 personalities test because the age-old question is in fact, who is Luca? I don't know anything about him. He's always acting. Why is he so sexy? So because last week I wasn't able to prove that I'm Gojo according to UQuiz losers, this week we're going to be proving that I am Gojo through finding out his personality. And no better way to find out his personality than Googling it. So according to Google, Gojo is ENTP or ENFPA. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you guys do, so let's try to answer these questions truthfully and see what I get. And at the end of this, we're going to find my results and I'm going to Google famous people or famous fictional characters with that personality type. Let's begin. Alright, you regularly make new friends. I would agree with that. I make friends wherever I go, be it the gym or the bar, or on YouTube. I know you guys. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's really tough to quantify that stuff. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Ooh, I feel like that is true. I am a logical guy, but when push comes to shove, everyone's governed by emotions, man. At least that's my little theory. Although the more I think about it, this middle one is way too much, so I'm gonna go slightly emotional. My living and working spaces are clean and organized. Honestly, you can't see this, but not particularly. I usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. Man, you guys have no idea the lengths I go to stay calm. My whole motto in school was pressure makes diamonds. I mean, I never did anything until last minute. And I shouldn't be saying that online, but here I am. I find the idea of networking or promoting myself to strangers very daunting. You know, at some point in my life I probably did, but at this point, fuck no. This is easy, man. I want myself out there. You guys should be doing it for me. I'm just kidding. I need to make a Discord. I hope I made a Discord by this video going up. I prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. I just said no, man. Pressure makes diamonds. Although, you are watching this while I'm on vacation, so that's gotta count for something. Bring it back a little bit. Come on. Fuck off. There you go. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. I'm probably neutral here, to be honest. It depends on how compelling the storytelling is. I like to use organizing tools. Fuck no. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Hell no, I'm the GOAT no matter what. Have you seen me play Unfair Mario? You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I'm gonna go neutral here. That's not something that I really like to do in general. It just seems kind of weird. Am I comfortable if I need to do it? Absolutely. I just don't like to interfere with people's days. Also, a thing about these tests is how do I quantify if I'm big green circle or medium green circle when it comes, like, is it 25, 50, 75 plus %? Who knows? You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Honestly, that's a little true, especially when it comes to modern art. Anyone can make a fucking black dot on a thing. I'm just kidding. Probably. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. The minigame we should play is how many times will I contradict myself in this video? I probably do not. Not when it's my friends at the very least, or I'm making a decision for other people. I often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Yeah, that seems about right. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I do rarely worry about that. I worry about it sometimes, but I mean, it's always a good impression. That's why I never get any hate comments. Ever. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Yeah, I do. I mean, why would I press big green? Unless I'm super vehemently... Well, I guess that's exactly when you press big green. I enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. No, I mean, whatever, man. I don't have any strong opinions about that. Do I prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest? Yes. I am a white liar. In fact, I'm a black liar. I'll lie just for the shits and gigs. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yeah, I think I'm pretty interested in a various eclectic group of things. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. No, I never have these thoughts. I guess that makes me half glass half full. I'm also not very good at English, if you haven't noticed. Someone told me I had an accent in one of my videos. Do I have an accent? I never thought that I had an accent, but it sent me spiraling. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Disagree. Sometimes I do, but you know, I think ambivert, again, is for most people. Well, I already clicked this one. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I heavily disagree with that. I always kind of wanted to do that. Honestly, YouTube is a little bit like that, even if it's not for a living. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Man, again, yeah, some emotional aspects. The key word there is some, man. I mean, so much contradiction. Do I prefer to do my chores before allowing myself to relax? Yes, if I absolutely have to do them. In disagreement, you prioritize proving your point. Oh, 1,000,000%. In disagreements, if it's me against someone, dog, I'm not holding back. God knows what I'm about to say. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. No, I disagree. I'll go up to people if I don't know them. The most awkward thing ever is when you do go up to someone to meet them and you like stick out your hand and then they're just not ready to meet people or don't care who you are. Then you just feel like a little sack of shit. Yeah. Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah, honestly, I think it can. I'm a little bit of a swinger. I hate being bipolar. It's awesome. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. That is very true. If it's not my own emotion, then it's going to be tough to sway. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. And again, it really depends. YouTube I don't do at the last possible moment because I want to get stuff up for you guys, but for other things, yes. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Yeah, a little bit, I guess. I prefer to be around others rather than on my own. 100% yes. Do I become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical? No. I do not believe that is the case. I'm a big brain genius. Have you not seen the IQ test? I have a literally 145 plus IQ, according to some random website online. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. I mean, who the fuck doesn't? What kind of question is that? What the fuck would you follow then? Actually, I'm realizing that sometimes I don't follow my heart. I mean, if the facts are really that outwardly in favor of one thing, then no. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. That's not true. I'm good at studying and working when I need to. I just, don't like to. You rarely second guess the choices that you've made. I would agree. Sometimes I do, but mostly this brain doesn't get things wrong. I'm just kidding. I have to stop saying things like that. It's just not painting me in a very good light. Isn't that right, Sukuna? Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I think so. I hope so. I'm drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. I'm ahead to disagree here. I do like some forms of creative expression, music, some types of writing, but you cannot catch me writing a novel, like nonfiction type beat. Or drawing things, or making pottery, or underwater basket weaving. Who fucking knows? Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. I would say so. I have a to-do list for every day. Fuck no, that's way too organized. You rarely feel insecure. Absolutely true. I avoid making phone calls. Absolutely not true. More people should just call their friends. If you need to know what's going on today, if you're making plans, fuck a text, dude. Just call me. My number is, you enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yeah, I guess so, but I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. I can easily connect with people that I have just met. Man, that's tough. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. People are so varied. There's one thing trying to connect, and there's another thing actually being able to connect. I'm gonna go little agree, little green agree, but I don't know. My plans are interrupted. My top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. L-Dog. You were still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Well, some for sure. Mostly no. I'm gonna say little disagree, but man, some mistakes are bad, as I'm sure you know. You're not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I disagree. I think that's important to discuss, including theoretical things that we already talked about. If we're never looking toward the future, then you can bet your ass that the future's not going to look too good. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Man, again, I'm contradicting myself so much. I am logical, but very emotional too. I'm gonna go neutral here. I guess that's what you do in these situations. A lot of these questions are very similar. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. Well, I would ultimately agree, but if it's a really important decision, then I would say disagree. So let's just go really important decision, I'm gonna go disagree. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts, 100%. Although I do have a note on my phone for YouTube ideas, because I'm constantly thinking about that. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take for them to feel disappointed in you. Oh man, I feel bad for people who think that way. That's a security thing. And I hope if you do feel that way, you get better about it. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Definitely not. That sounds fucking boring. That's kind of what software engineering is, but I guess you get to work in a team. It depends. how outgoing you are. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions was a waste of time. Heavily disagree. I think philosophy brings out a lot in a person, and I think thinking about old philosophical ideas is a worthy exercise. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. 100%. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. I think that is very true. So does that mean I'm emotional? Probably. You often feel overwhelmed. Strongly disagree. I hardly ever feel overwhelmed. I'm very down to earth about most everything. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I'm gonna go disagree. Cutting corners. Work smarter, not harder, you know what I'm saying? You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Ooh, prefer. It depends. Yes, I'm gonna say agree. If it's just strictly for work, I would say disagree. But if it's for something that I'm passionate about, then yeah, absolutely, I think creativity is necessary. I'm more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Another one of these questions, man. It's the same fucking thing every time. It's really split down the middle in terms of just a random blanket statement like that. I struggle with deadlines. I disagree. I've been uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. PST for like 5 months now. I think that's pretty good. I feel confident that things will work out for you. Exercise for you and I both. Click agree in your own mind. And let's do this. I really do think that's an important part of being successful. You have to believe that you will be successful. Think that you're the best, even if you don't think that you're the best. Let's see the results. Also, I'm going to leave a link down below so you guys can tell me what you got. And I got debater. ENTPA. Is that exactly what Gojo got? ENFPA. Oh, ENTP though! Fuck a Sukuna. Fuck a you quiz. I got it. I got it. I got it. It was never in question. It's so fucking obvious. All right, but I have no idea what that means. Debaters are curious and flexible thinkers who cannot resist an intellectual challenge. Yes. 82% extroverted. Introverted 18%. English 0%. You can maybe tell, maybe probably tell. Although if you ask my mother, I would sway the other way. Thinking versus feeling. Wow, I'm pretty down the middle here. So I could be ENFA as well. Wow. Just like Gojo. That's pretty cool. Self-assured, even-tempered, resistant to stress. You know what? Pretty accurate. I don't need my results emailed, but what do you guys think? Let's see who, fictional and real, is an EF, whatever the fuck I am. I already forgot. Famous famous Gojo lines. ENTP people. Anime characters. It knows me, man. Google. Amy Poehler. That's cool. Benedict Cumberbatch. I've always had the Sherlock brain. Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark. Another character that just fits my vibe. if I'm being real. Barack Obama, my favorite black president. Leonardo da Vinci, my favorite Renaissancer. Chandler Bing, rest in peace. Famous ENTP fictional characters. I don't need to look while I'm typing. Tony Stark. Yeah, that makes fucking sense. The Joker. That makes even more sense. Wait to see me in like 10 years. Kevin McAllister. What has he done to make people think that he's ENTP? I'm pretty happy with this. We've taken that fictional personality quiz before. Oh, Rhett Butler. That's who I got. Personality type, Rhett Butler. ENTP. The fictional personality quiz was right the first time. The 16 personality quiz is right the second time. Thank you for suggesting that. I'm glad we got Gojo. I'm dare I say, literally Gojo. Alright, that was a fun little thing to do. I like doing these things on Fridays, playing games, doing quizzes, learning more about one another. Let me know what you got down below in the comments, and let me know which fictional characters and which real characters fit your personality type. If you enjoyed this type of video, please consider liking and subscribing, and also leave suggestions down below for any future quizzes we can do or any games we can play together. Now that I'm Sukuna according to U-Quiz and Gojo according to the 16 personality quiz, looks like there needs to be a tiebreaker. Let me know what we should do for that. Thank you for watching once more. I hope you enjoyed. You are looking incredibly beautiful as always. Your cheekbones are just shining in the sunlight. I love you. Goodbye.